All right, so I'm Madeline with Get Amp Magazine, and I'm here with Mike of Fairwell to Fear.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel to be in Jacksonville?
It's fantastic. You know?
He lives here.
I actually...
No complaints?
I'm the only guy out of the band that actually lives in Jacksonville.
Oh,
so
great.
It's like wonderful being in my hometown, so it's fun. Yes.
All right, so I guess you're used to the heat then.
Yes.
Wasn't sure.
Wonderful.
There's some bands that's like, they're like, oh, this is killer.
Well, Mojo's from Nebraska, so he's probably like, what the hell?
I wore the wrong pants today. No, I actually wore the right pants. I had some vinyl something on. They were sweaty.
They didn't breathe at all.
Were you at some of the ones I wasn't at?
So how does it feel to be putting out your new album? How much, you know, I'm sure you put in a lot of work and stuff. Tell us about that.
We did. It's actually been a long time coming. We, gosh, I mean, 3 years coming. And, you know, we had May 28th when the album drops. We're obviously very, very excited about it. And I think we're probably more anxious for everyone else to hear it because, you know, most people have only heard just a little bit of... They may have heard Diamonds or they may have heard Fire, but they haven't heard the kind of the full round effect that we bring on the album. So we're, I think, more anxious to have this thing drop so everybody can hear what we're all really about. So... I'm excited about that.
I look forward to hearing it.
Thank you.
Speaking of Diamonds, what made you guys want to do your own version of that?
Bob?
It's awesome.
Bob?
Actually, we had one song left to put on the record, and we didn't know if we were going to rehash the song we already wrote, write a new song, or do a cover. And they all say Bob because I love Rihanna.
Because we were in a well, because Bob is in
and
the
I was
studio.
in the studio with the producer, and
Mojo and I were in Aruba.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were literally.
And it was crazy.
And the call came in.
We got the best cover for the record, right? And I'm sure before I text him again, he was like, "Oh,
He
I
says,
wonder what this is."
Which one is it? And we're doing Rihanna. I'm like, what the what?
But there's a couple reasons for it. You know, the first time the producer and I heard it, I mean, the very first time I heard it, I need to hear it again. Mm-hmm. But you could hear rock elements that could be put to that song, and it had a great melody, and it was catchy, and it didn't hurt that it was #1 in 26 countries already, you know.
I know, that's awesome.
75 million views on YouTube.
Right. So, you know, when the first time I heard it, they actually said, we played the song, and I'm like, you know, I'm not real sure, and I think it was you that said, Bearden, 75 million hits on YouTube. I think you should listen to it again. I'm like, play it again.
So y'all you have an official music video coming out for that
For
too,
that
right?
Song we do, yes.
What can you give us like a little taste of like what we can expect to see?
I mean, it shows a little energy of us live. It's got a pretty
Lot of
cool little
helicopter
storyline.
shots.
Yeah,
we did it in our hometown.
Lots of helicopters.
Yeah, we shot it in New Orleans. This really cool club, crystal chandeliers, really good vibe.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. It's just editing process is where it's at. It should be out hopefully in another 2 weeks.
Awesome.
We're excited about that. Hopefully you can help us make it go viral.
Yeah, for sure. I'm stoked to see it. What has been the most memorable experience so far, like while on tour, that you can share with us?
My chapter has got hundreds of brand new experiences.
Do you want good ones?
Yeah, there's some
All good.
Yeah, we some
All
we like to
good.
remember, and
All
most we
good.
like to forget.
We only got a short amount of time, so the good ones.
Yeah, no. For me, it's this playing Rockville was massive. I think for all of us as a band, it was something we were all excited about, to be asked to be in part with these bands that we actually look up to, that we listen to, that we're inspired by. To actually be on the same stages with these guys was, for me, very, very surreal. And,
It was, man.
So I think for me, for the first time, we actually felt like, we feel good.
Yeah.
You know, all the hard work,
awesome.
and then here we are. So
We've only played together a few times.
What's it like?
I just met this guy.
we're still dating.
Picked him up off the road.
Yeah, I mean,
You got the gig and then you formed the
what
band?
everybody
Yeah,
is
awesome.
saying is like these brand new first time the band's just sprouting is what people are seeing.
Well, it's
right
not. Don't give the wrong impression. It's not that we haven't played together. It's
No,
just,
no.
We're not, because we don't live in the same place. Like, there's a lot of internet. There's a lot of tossing a song back and forth, and it's almost, it's how we practice now. Is we'll send something to Mojo. He'll listen to it, love it or hate it, and send it back his ideas. I mean, that's just what we do.
It's awesome that you guys have good energy on stage, though. It doesn't
Cool.
seem
You
that
saw the
way.
show? You saw
Yeah, I watched. I was on the
She's
side.
stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So y'all did kick ass. I
All
like
right,
it.
well, that's good to know.
Yeah, you never would have guessed that.
That there was anything. Or,
No.
When you see these guys walk up, you're like, you would have never guessed that, considering you guys walking up on stage.
So what gets you amped? We're with Get Amped magazine, and we just like to ask all the artists so we'll just go around. What gets you amped?
I think what gets me amped probably more than anything else is having the opportunity to actually get up there on stage and do the things that we love to do because it's our passion, but at the same time, you know, we have the opportunity to spread a good word, spread a good message. The whole Fairwell to Fear concept was designed to empower people. And it was, you know, people always ask what's different about us and what's happening here and how are you guys? What do you think is different about you than other bands? And I think we're just staying so true to the whole concept of helping people, you know, getting across the bridge or getting from point A to point B or you know, living you know, a better life or whatever that may be. So when we're out there having the opportunity to play, it's our opportunity, it's our release, it's our opportunity to reach out to the masses, and the more people that we can reach, the better. So I think that's what gets me amped more than anything else.
That's great.
It's buying cool clothes. Sorry. No, but for me, it's being able to do what I absolutely love, which is play music and write and the whole creative process. But connecting with all the people, like we had a guy that drove from Mexico City Day to see us, you know. So stuff like that, when they come up to you and they're like, you know, just really inspired by what we're doing as a band and our message and our songs and our energy and all that. So for me, it's that connection with the people, you know.
That's awesome.
That gets me amped.
What gets me amped is the reaction that we're getting from fans. I mean, that gets me amped when you're watching people connect to your song. Because at the end of the day, as songwriters, it's an emotion that you're trying to transfer through music to someone else. Mm-hmm. And if they actually feel that emotion, it's amazing in the way they react. And it's been pretty awesome to see the reaction, you know, early on, as early as we are with this band and some things to overcome. It's amazing to watch the fans. And when I see them amped, that's what gets me amped.
Another thing that gets me amped is Jeff Hansen. Jeff Hansen.
Yeah, Jeff Hansen's in the building!
Well, for me, it's sugar-free Red Bull.
You want some moonshine, brother?
Sure.
I would like a cup. What gets me amped? You know, I've wanted to play in a band or play drums since I was 8 years old. So, you know, to still work a regular job and know at the end of the weekend or I got a tour coming up or something happening. You know, even just going home and turning on the, you know, looking up Google and Googling ourselves and seeing all these different things that are popping up daily, and you know, that's what gets us amped.
That's
me
awesome.
in particular.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys. Is there anything else that you'd want to say to your fans or for our article or anything?
Yeah, I think that one, thank you for giving us the opportunity, and number two, make sure that if you don't mind, make sure everyone's aware that our new album, New Blood, is going to drop on May 28th.
Okay.
And obviously, if anybody wants to connect, they can do so by farewell2fear.com or go to Facebook, Fairwell to Fear, Twitter, whatever the case may be. We're extremely active on social media, and we want to connect with as many people as we possibly can. And we're extremely excited to be a part of Silent Majority Group and Jeff Hansen. And we're very excited and we feel very blessed that we have the opportunity to be here and looking forward to many fun future events. So
right.
Appreciate you.
Awesome. No, thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome.
Love you.
That's awesome. That was the last thing on